Hey there, pretty boy. Those big, beautiful blue eyes. That's Lion Gino, joining us for a live post today here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Welcome, 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 everyone. Becky D is watching. Hey, Becky. Seeing some heart emojis come up, some likes. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. That's Mr. Gino, one of our lion residents here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Gino is trying to fight off the urge to take a nap. As you can see, he's got some heavy eyelids. Hey Jill, thanks for joining us. Hey there, Katie. It's a pretty mild weather day here in Sandstone, Minnesota. Overcast, cooler temps in the 70s today, a little bit of a breeze. We're expecting a little rain, but I'm not sure if we will be getting any rain or not. Nonetheless, you guys know here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, we're prepared for anything. We have all types of spaces outdoors for our cats to utilize, taking shelter from inclement weather. And then obviously we have our central animal building. So, Gino, were you pulling a fast one on me and acting like you were falling asleep? And then, of course, we have our central animal buildings where cats like Gino can head right into his indoor bedroom and cozy up in there. He's got a bed box, all types of things to keep this lion comfortable during that type of weather. Hey, pretty boy, well, how am I supposed to see you when you're that close? Hey, Lois, thanks for joining us. Lois also says, I love you, Gino. That's nice of her to say. Hey, Reverend John Nugent, right off the bat with 500 stars. Thank you, Reverend. Very much appreciated. You're always very generous about lending your starry support to the Wildcat Sanctuary. Thank you, thank you. Lynn Short, you hear that, Gino? You're absolutely gorgeous, says Lynn. And you're right about that. Gino is an absolutely beautiful lion. Gino is our youngest lion. He is the son of Lion Sophie and Kimba. And actually, while we're on the topic of Mr. Kimba, I know that many of you have wanted an update from that big guy. It was last week that he had to have an eye removed due to an injury. And Mr. Kimba has been recovering very well. And I just spoke to Tammy yesterday, and they are just going to err on the side of caution because right now that 7 to 10 day window is going to be the highest percentage for dehiscence. And what dehiscence is wound separation. So we're just going to make sure that that wound is continuing to heal as well as it has been. And so we're just going to make sure that there's none of that dehiscence or wound separation. So Mr. Kimba is going to keep on enjoying recovering in his shift for a little bit longer, but we'll be sure to update everyone when Mr. Kimba is given access to his full yard and reunited with Sophie again, and obviously bring that to you on a live post. But for now, Mr. Kimba is doing great. He's recovering really well. But you know us here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, we're going to err on the side of caution if it means one of our cats being in a safer place. And I think for Kimba, just monitoring that eye and wanting him to recover properly, that extra time will be just fine for him. Penny O'Brien just was asking, how's Daddy? Just talked about Kimba, if you'd like to scroll back. But Mr. Kimba's doing well and just gave an update on him, and we're excited for him to continue his fast recovery and then to be later reunited with his queen Sophie. And Gino's kind of giving me the goofy eyes, like you're gonna try to play a trick on me, huh? Like you're gonna try to play a trick on me. Welcome everyone if you're just joining us. I'm hanging out with Lion Gino today. We're enjoying ourselves here this afternoon, aren't we, big guy? Being respectful of his space. We here at the Wildcat Sanctuary maintain a strict safety protocol, and with Gino this close to the habitat wall, I'm not able to obviously stick the phone through there, so I appreciate everyone's patience that there's obviously bars separating Gino and I, or in the frame at least, but you know, safety comes first here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, and it's what was that noise? That was a funny noise, Mr. Gino. He says, I got an itch, I'll get it. I don't think I've ever seen Gino just do a half carol like that. Yeah, you're gonna lick your naughty parts. That's for private time only, Mr. Gino. And we saw Miss Daisy yesterday. Look at his hair flipping up like that. We saw Miss Daisy yesterday, who is right behind us over here, hanging out on her platform. So I'm thinking we're gonna go the opposite way and maybe see what Marcus and Pandora are doing, and maybe we'll make it all the way around to see where Callie is. I'm going to just keep Daisy in the frame here while I look at some people's comments. Wendy, glad Kimba is healing well. Thanks for that, Wendy. We certainly are too. Penn Cheney is asking, do people ever check them for ticks or put stuff on them for ticks? The answer to that, Penn, is yes. We certainly do. We apply topical preventatives like you would do with your pets at home, as well as, just monitoring the cats to make sure that they do not have any ticks on them. It's usually our senior residents who maybe aren't able to groom as well as they used to be able to. But many of our cats that don't have any mobility issues, they're able to groom and get those ticks off of them. So it's really not a problem for them. Daisy's left the frame to do a little rolling around, and Gino is saying, I can do that too. Well, maybe I'll put Gino in the frame while I look at some more comments here. Erica Thompson says, Nia, my 9-year-old, says she loves your cats. Oh, thank you, Nia. We are so privileged to have you learning about our cats of the Wildcat Sanctuary. And we can only imagine the young advocate for big cats that you're becoming following TWS. So that's so awesome to hear. Look at that big stretch. That was a big stretch, big guy. That was a big stretch for a big lion. All right, mister. We're going to go see if we can find some of your neighbors. All righty, everyone. I can see Pandora on the top level of her platform taking a nice old nap. Not gonna lie, Pandora, that sounds pretty nice right about now. Hey, and if you guys joined us earlier today for a live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, you may have saw Tammy bringing you through kind of the bones of the new animal care center. She actually gave a full-on tour, and now that they're starting to put the walls up and framing up, you can actually see where each room's going to be, where our large hospital is going to be. I think just in the room that our new hospital is going to be in, I'm going to take a wild guess and maybe say our entire hospital building could probably fit in that room. So to think about how much our space our vet staff is going to be getting, that is absolutely tremendous. Is that comfy up there, Miss Pandora? She says, yes, sir, it is. Kathy Crosswhite is asking, what do you feed them? Well, Kathy, it's a variety of things, primarily consisting of chicken and beef, but we do add in things like wild game. So we have venison that we'll often feed out. At times we'll have elk. Oftentimes we'll have small partridges or grouse that many of our cats love enjoying. And all types of options for our cats, but primarily is going to consist of beef or chicken. And also to know you guys have heard this fact a lot, but just to give you a scope of all of the hungry big cat mouse that we have to feed, every single morning our animal care staff and animal care interns are coming to prep out just about 400 pounds of food a day. Right now in the summer months, many of our cats' diets are actually smaller, so that will increase over the 400-pound mark come winter time. You look nice and cozy up there, Pandora. And speaking of a cat who looks nice and cozy is her neighbor Marcus, who's enjoying a little time on his platform. So it looks like we're getting all of the cats here in Wild Woodlands enjoying themselves. So that's fun to see. We got to see Gino earlier. A little glimpse of Daisy. Gino is being a big old goofball, as he is always. But you know, many Many wouldn't look at Gino and realize that he is a special needs cat, but indeed Gino is. If you guys had been following TWS, Gino suffers from a vitamin A deficiency, which causes thickening on the back of his skull, which then causes some neurological symptoms. But we've been able to get in front of that for Mr. Gino and provide him a medication regimen that helps with those issues. And the cat that you see is indeed a healthy, happy young lion, but you might not be able to tell that he is a special needs cat. Hey, big boy. He says, hey. You look like Dash right now, Marcus. You look exactly like your son, or I should say, Dash looks exactly like you. He's got that round head, those big, broad arms, just like your father. Well, now I can't see your face, mister. And now back out a little bit. You can see Marcus has this big in-ground pool. You guys saw how much of a hit the little above-ground pools that we had provided him in his former habitat. Marcus has been a complete and total fan of the in-ground pools as well. So it's cool to see that no matter what, Marcus just loves getting wet. He says, but it's a pretty cool and calm day, so I think laying on the perch is just right. Oops, I lost my comments. There they are. Peaceful kitties. You're right about that, Gabby. I think that is a testament to the support that you guys allow the Wildcat Sanctuary to enable them this kind of peaceful lifestyle. It really is special, and these are the type of moments you've heard me say on a live post that if you were just to drop into the Wildcat Sanctuary at any old time, you would see exactly this. Cats enjoying their lives at their own pace in a compassionate way too. Gino rolling around, singing, Pandora laying up on her platform, looking across the way, Marcus just choosing to lay up on his platform, or maybe he'll want to go roll in the grass. These live posts are just really a great and accurate slice of life for every day here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. And to that point, I hear lawnmowers humming in the background. Oftentimes you guys will hear radio calls happening during these live posts, and that's our caretaking staff busy working away to make sure that everything for our cats has been seen after. And that again is another little slice of life, is that there is always work to be done here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, and we are so fortunate and privileged to have the amazing, hardworking animal care staff and our animal care interns who make that all possible. I'm thinking, everyone, we should keep the ball rolling and see if Miss Callie is out, and I do think I see her. Happy to have everyone along. If you're just joining us, I'm Judson with the Wildcat Sanctuary. We have been touring around Wild Woodlands. That's one of our areas here at the sanctuary where a majority of our tigers live. We've got to see the one lion who lives here in Pride Prairie, Gino, and then we visited with some of the other resident tigers. I see, oh, it's a little wet in this alleyway because they were filling your pool, Callie. And looks like we're going to cap off today's post with pretty Miss Callie, who's not facing our direction, but hey, that's all right. You can see her enjoying her perch and platform there. That would have been right at the end of the day yesterday. Olivia and Parker, my two media interns, we got to catch her taking a dip in her pool, and that's always so peaceful. Callie is a very calm pool goer, and she kind of just gets in there and soaks, as opposed to a cat like Marcus. You see him splishing, splashing, banging around. He has a little more fun. Not to say that you're not having fun, Miss Callie. And I will say it's good to see Callie like this because she is being her assertive self. You can see she's positioned her body so she can look right over at Winona's habitat and see right where that other female tigress is, so she can tell Winona that I'm all that. And Callie, if you want to be like that, you're totally entitled that way. You and Winona do have a respectful relationship. Callie just likes trying to assert her dominance over Miss Winona, but Winona is very understanding of the situation. I'll go walk over to see if we can see Miss Callie's face, and then we'll sign off for the afternoon. But I spoke about it earlier. Be sure to check out the live post that Tammy did this morning, where she gave you guys a tour of the new animal care center. We got the framing going up. Obviously, we had the slab poured. You guys have seen some photos of that. But now that the walls are coming up, you can really see the building start to take shape, and really get an idea for how beneficial of a facility this will be for TWS. Isn't that right, Miss Callie? Appreciate everyone's patience as I kind of walk around during some of these live posts. It's what's a great thing about our residents having these big free roaming habitats, but it takes a little bit of time for the paparazzi to walk around. Well, Callie, now I can't see your face over here. Callie says I'm remaining anonymous today. All right, everyone. Hope you had a great and awesome time following around with me today, touring Wild Woodlands. We got to see a big handful of cats, so be sure to check out the full post. If you tuned in halfway through, I'm just going to take one moment to look at some comments before I go. Torben, I'll be sure to give Callie some chuffs from you. You hear that, Callie? That was from Torben to you, your sponsor daddy. Let's look at some more comments. Oh, thank you for saying that, Maria. She says, Tammy's was a great post. I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Oh, Peggy B is saying, I miss Daily with Dash. Well, Daily with Dash, you know, it was fun highlighting the beginnings of Mr. Dash's life, but of course, it's been great to roll him back into the main Facebook page. Yes, it's not Dash 24/7, but it's hard not to feature a tiger cub like Dash on our Facebook page. So you can surely find lots of Dash content there. And then obviously our TikTok page as well has got lots of fun Dash videos. What are you doing, Callie? Are you being a goofball? All right, everyone, just finished going through the comments. I'll be sure to respond and acknowledge everyone's comments if I miss them. Thank you all for tuning in today. It's been a blast. I had fun spending time with some of our Wild Woodland residents. Hope to see you all in a live post soon. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow on Thursday, everyone. Have a good evening.